What is the fastest way to travel in Minecraft? It's not the Elytra, it's not a TNT cannon, and it's not riding a llama that gets hit by a Ravager. Oh, you weren't supposed to die. No, the fastest travel method in Minecraft is... a pig. Yes, a pig with a saddle. No. I'm being serious. I'm gonna build a machine called the Pig Cannon, and it lets you get to the world border in less than 20 minutes. But building it is a little bit complicated because I need sliced portals. So for phase 1, I'll need to downgrade my world to 1.18 to perform update suppression. Then for phase 2, I'll get busy building the entire machine. And finally for phase 3, I'll go to the world border and build a nice little house when I get there. Oh, and I don't want to give too much away, but I may or may not make one of my biggest ever mistakes after I get to the world border. But first, if I want to build a pig cannon, I'm gonna need pigs. Any volunteers? Oh, don't think you can escape. Come on. Your sacrifice, I mean service, will be greatly appreciated. I'm gonna grab a bunch of carrots, take them to the nether, and then I'm gonna take them 12,000 blocks in this direction. Come on, guys. We've got a long walk ahead of us. Put my wallet on the keyboard. Oh, my wallet's not heavy enough. There's one for you. SP's wallet isn't heavy enough to put the keyboard down. Now I can eat, run, and everything. And there's 11,000 blocks to go. And this right here is the spot. So I'll make him a nice little home out of glass. To be honest, it looks more like a prison, doesn't it? And then I shall breed them until I've got loads of them. And now my 2 pigs has become a lot more. I've lost count. No, I don't need all you guys because you're all gonna die. It's just in case you get lonely. Yeah, some of those pigs are gonna end up dying. And wait, what are you doing up here? Man just came here with his mycelium and now he's trapped here forever and also gonna be constantly angry at me. Yeah, it's cold up here. Stop shivering. Yeah, I need to stop tormenting mobs and get out of here. Now, in order to safely downgrade my world, I'm gonna have to take off all of my armor. And that's just because armor trims were not a thing in 1.18. Thankfully, I've got spares right here. And I also need to get rid of skulk, smithing templates, and I'm just going to get rid of this one in case. It predominantly requires powered rails and sandstone, and because I need to build 2 of them, I need twice as many of the resources. And once I grab 4 sea pickles, I've got everything that I need. So I'm going to go ahead and fly back to the exact spot that my pigs are at and begin building the update suppressor. And if you haven't seen me build one of these before, it's basically just a bunch of platform layers with a load of rails on top. And that is the final layer of rails done. There was 8 in total, and now I must add a bunch of them all the way up to the redstone block, followed by a bunch of redstone above. Although the portal I'm going to slice is going to be down there, so I'm going to slightly adjust it by adding the rail down there. I'm pretty sure that ought to do it. And yes, it does look a little different to normal. I still haven't downgraded, so this suppressor will not work yet, because before I go any further, I'm going to build a portal and then build another update suppressor on this side. And I've almost finished building this, but I'm apparently an idiot and I can't count properly because I did not bring enough sticky pistons to build it. Rookie error, SB. One of these pigs probably could have done a better job at it. Hey, what are you doing now? Oh, wait, it's another Enderman? And there's me thinking you'd got out of the boat. Well, come on then. In you get. This guy's just chilling. He doesn't even know there's a guy behind her. Mate, there's someone behind you. That's his scared face. I'll give you something to be scared about. Kablam! Yeah, have you ever seen something so cursed? Anyway, time to stop terrorizing Enderman, and you guys for that matter. And instead, I'll quickly fly back, grab some slime and pistons, and then fly all the way back to finish the machine. And there's nothing more to do. It's now time to downgrade the world and slice them portals. So I'm going to save and exit the world. And then in the world save regions folder, I'm going to set these 4 files to be read only. And that's so that my spawn chunks don't get corrupted. Let's now load it back up. I know what I'm doing, Mojang. I've done downgrading many times. I tell you, I know what I'm doing. Don't ask me twice. Everything seems fine at first glance. And this is the exact spot that the slice portal needs to be. So let's build up a normal one, light it up, and then turn on the update. Hey, my signs have gone. More dangerous to downgrade your world than I thought. You'll not be able to see the text. Also, what is a bee doing here? Where did it come from? I can turn the machine on, use the note block, and now we're suppressing. And when I break this obsidian, you can see it has suppressed. I can also break the obsidian up here and all of this. We don't need it. And I've just remembered to remove this. I'm actually going to need some water. I've got some buckets, so no need to worry about that. And as well as that, something I actually forgot about is that I need some fences, which I can craft very, very easily. So let's use the water right here to break the... Okay, that did not work. Time for take 2, only this time I'm going to use my brain and make it a 2-wide portal so that when it gets split, it just leaves one on its own. And if I break the obsidian underneath, this portal block will break. So I'm going to first add a couple of pieces like this, then break the rail, add a block, put more on top, adjust the slime, and suppress that so that this bit of obsidian will not break it. And then I do the exact same thing 1 block lower, leaving me with exactly what I need. Finally, I'll add some glass around that won't affect the portal, and slice number 1 is done. And now to do the exact same thing right here. For this one, this is where the sea pickles and fences come in, because either side there's gonna be 2 like that. And I've also moved the line up so that I can place obsidian. Oh well, that didn't work, did it? I fixed all the issues with the machine. I can place this right here. And this time it didn't break. And that's that. I don't need update suppression anymore, but just in case anything happens, I'll perform a tile entity swap to create a glitched shulker that will not open. So I'll be able to do update suppression in the nether in 1.20.1. And I just accidentally made floating rails. What on earth is this all about? Anyway, I should stop having fun and get my game back to 1.20. And before that, I'll change the region files to no longer be read-only. And it's nice to be back in the present version. And I'm going to go ahead and remove this update suppressor in its entirety because it no longer works. And with that one gone, I can get rid of this one too. And that is job done, which means Operation Downgrade the World and create the slice portals is complete. So now I'll fly away and make it back home. And that means I can put my good armor back on. None of this diamonds are for peasants rubbish. And now it's time for phase 2 to build a pig cannon so I can travel anywhere in the world instantly. One of the items I'm going to need a lot of for this project is glass. And that is why I've grabbed a load of sand to fill up all of these chests. Now I'm looking at the furnace array. There seems to be an issue. We ran out of fuel. That's actually quite a big issue. It should distribute all the blaze rods out evenly. Apparently, the machine has failed me. But that's very, very problematic. Everything's going to break unless I quickly grab a load of blaze rods and fill all of it up. That is all smelting very nicely indeed. I can go straight back into these shulker boxes. And whilst I wait for that, I also need 60 stacks of activator rails and a load of slime, which I don't have enough of. That could be a problem. Although remember, I'm SB737 and I have a farm for everything, including slime. It's actually at the EOL farm. And you see all these green shulker boxes? Wait, apparently I don't have any. See, this guy's as confused as me. Look at me. Why are you staring at me? What are you looking at? Okay, this... You know what I said about having a farm for everything? Apparently I've got a farm for nothing, because this is absolutely terrible. Yeah, I've had better amounts of slime in my time. But don't worry, if my name's not SB737, I've not got 1 farm for everything. I've got 2. You all told me it was completely unnecessary to have that many farms. But who's laughing now? I've just got to try and remember where it is. I think this is the spot. Now the question is, do we actually have any slime in here? No. I also need to stop taking my sunglasses off. It's going to give me and everyone else nightmares. But slimes will spawn at this farm down below. I'll just have to turn the mob switch off. But you get the point. This pig cannon is going to require a lot of items. So I reckon I just get busy getting as many of them as I can. And do you want to see a cool trick? Are you ready? Ta-da! Look at that. No damage. You dare me to do that without a totem in my hand just to see what happens. Here we go. Oh, look at that. Yeah, you get in a boat with a mob, especially if it's a creeper, and you'll be absolutely invincible. Also, I'm sorry for the people that get annoyed about creeper holes. I'm just gonna walk away from this one and begin the great item collection spree. And I've almost got every single item, but the lack of slime is a slight problem because all of these need to be sticky pistons, and I need more slime blocks. So I'm going to go down this tunnel to swim to spawn. Then I'll disable the mob switch. And then I'm going to head back to my slime farm, grab a sword. And it turns out that this farm is broken too. Why are all my farms breaking? But thankfully, I'm so prepared that I don't have 1 slime farm in my world. I don't have 2. Yeah, I've got 3. Yeah, that's right, Mojang. You can break every farm of mine, but I've always got another. And if this one doesn't work, I think I'm just cancelling the video, deleting the world, quitting Minecraft. Please, game. Don't let me down. Yeah, it's let me down. 1 slime ball. How insulting. Who would even take... Yeah, I'm going to take it. And I wasn't joking about cancelling the video, quitting YouTube, deleting the world, all that. No, thanks for watching. See you later. I'm off. I just can't do this anymore. I'm just kidding. You think I've not got another slime farm? What kind of a Minecraft YouTuber would I be if I didn't have 4 of them ready to go? Now, to be honest, I wish I had another one, but I don't. But I just remember that all these shulker boxes along here will have slime in them. So we're back in business. And I just realized I have a load of slime here that I can steal from this machine because I don't use it anymore. And it's a little bit broken. It's also really weird to play my hardcore world with mobs spawning. I feel like I'm actually playing hardcore for once. It's kind of interesting. But honestly, mate, it would have been bad for you if you just didn't show up to work. That's what I sometimes say to my actual employees as well. Call this a cup of tea.
I'm sorry, bastard.
You will be. And you know what? These world eaters have loads of slime I can steal. You know what? I should stop wasting so much stuff and then I wouldn't run out, would I? When finished with something, you should always mine it up. And now I've almost got all the sticky pistons. And I've definitely got all the needed slime. So to get the last few remaining bits, I'm going to grab all of those blocks. Take out a few extra slimes. Slime, 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 dun, dun. Slime, 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 slime. Don't die. Slime, 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 slime. Don't judge me. It's just to help the editor, okay? And that should be enough. Also, I completely forgot that I released loads of villagers into the swamp when I was getting a swamp villager. Guys, I'm so sorry. You must be terrorized by this. I will protect you. I got him into this mess and I can get him out of it. No. Oh, dear. Oh, dear. Please don't blow up, Creeper. This would be a bad time. Yeah, that's it. Go into this hole. I will protect. Oh, no. This guy's just jumped out of nowhere. Yeah, I think at this point it's best if I just leave. And turn the mob switch back on so that there's no more casualties. So mission to get every single item is done. I can stop clowning around and get busy building the pig cannon. I'm not going to explain every single piece of redstone because it's quite complicated and I don't even understand every single bit of it. But where I'm stood here is where the pigs are going to go. And there's also going to be an iron golem in this slot. So I'll temporarily put a block here. I'll add chains either side. So I'll spawn this guy in. It looks very... Oh, don't you look at me like that. I am your creator. Then we break that. And I kind of need to just carefully push him in. There we go. And then I'm going to use pistons to push these glass blocks into his hitbox. And I'll also do the exact same thing on the other side. Alright, pigs, follow me to your new home. Looks like they're being dragged rather than willingly follow me. Don't worry, guys, it's all okay. And pig number 1 is in. My goodness, I've never seen so many different types of pigs in one area. All I can say, mate, is if you start taking steroids, you'll look something like that. Which, other than the Mohican, I don't think you want. And it's so aggressive as well. Anyway, let's get you up here. You're destined for greater things than just a few gym workouts. That's 11 of them there in total, which is definitely enough. And there's a few spares over here if I ever need them. And don't ask what that pork chop was from. A hoglin. Yeah. Definitely a hoglin. I'm sorry, guys. I killed your brother. Anyway, let's focus on building this machine and getting all this redstone down. Redstone progress is very good. I have no idea what's going on in there. Oh, you don't like me looking and seeing what's going on? You leave me alone. Getting all defensive. What do you got to hide, Mr. Enderman? Anyway, as I was saying, a good chunk of the redstone has been done. And the way it works is I'm going to be filling this chest up with minecarts. One will pick up a single pig. And then once I've extended this line a bit more, the pig will get split from the minecart. And I'm going to build a piston bolt going in that direction that will move the minecart away. The pig will stay here, and that's where the magic happens. I'll finish the build before I can explain it further. But you also may be wondering, why is there a massive wall? Well, it's all for these redstone blocks, which are a binary counter. And these dictate how long the machine runs for. And that dictates where the pig goes in the world. Basically, the longer that these binary counters are going on for, the further the pig will go because it'll get more momentum. I know that doesn't fully make sense. I'll explain it in much more detail when the entire machine is done. There's also a couple of hopper timers, so I need to put 16 items in this one. Kind of ironic I'm using pork chops for it in a pig farm. I don't know why that guy is in there. You should leave the pigs alone. Anyway, I'll probably get this all built and then I can show you how I use trapdoors to update the walls to update the binary counter. It was a lot of rails to place, but it's done. All of them are down. I mean, just look at it. It's kind of repeating the same thing over and over again, but it's quite complicated. And what do you want? Do you mind? I'm trying to explain complicated redstone. Where did he go? I have no idea. But yeah, it's absolutely massive. And there is one issue. All these composters are meant to have one layer of compost in them. Also, apparently Americans say composter. No, in England, we say composter. Good old British accent. So I'm going to go and get a load of crops to fill it. But that does mean flying 12,000 blocks all the way home. I reckon taking all these pumpkin seeds could be the way. I'll also quickly repair my elytra, and then the flight back can begin. Now to stock up these, just needs 1 seed per composter, which is very, very straightforward indeed. There we go. And to greatly simplify this, as the different rails are activated, this activates different trapdoors, which activates different pistons down here, moving the redstone blocks into different positions, and that allows the binary counter to control how much momentum the pig gets. However, there is still quite a bit more redstone to be added here, so that's what I'm going to get busy adding now. Right here we have a little tripwire hook which will detect the pig, and all the redstone down there is done. I know most of it doesn't make sense. I will explain it. But right now, I'm going to cover it all up with this platform. This little fenced area is the spot that the pig will pop up at. And using this note block is what will send us flying far, far away. But before worrying about that, I need to set up the control panel. And that is that bit all done. This carpet allows me to jump in and out if I need to. This chest will be full of saddles. This indicator tells me that there are pigs in the machine, otherwise it won't work. And currently it is selected to go to the world border. So for now, I'll leave it on that setting. And there's just one bit left. You see, for part of this machine to work, it has to transport a minecart to out of your render distance where the lazy chunks are. And that means that there's a load of redstone items here that I need to start placing down. And this is going to go all the way out for 16 chunks. So I'd better get to work. And it is done. This little bit here is what will destroy the minecart that will release the pig. But I'll probably explain that in a moment. For now, I need to add something that's very important, the TNT, because this is what is going to give the pig some upward momentum. But I wanted to do it last so that I didn't accidentally blow anything up. Finally, I add the glass on top with a couple of observers, and it's all done. Finally, I'll just add a minecart right here, light this portal, and add a few more, because that's what makes the chunk loader work. And 18 random items need to go in this hopper to act as a timer. And that is that. I can take all this with me. There's not much more to be done in the nether. No, instead I can now get the resources to build the side on the overworld. And don't worry, it's way, way smaller. It's basically just a massive boat dispensing system, but I need to go back to get the resources for it still. The item I need the most of is 10 stacks of glass, 3 stacks of obsidian, packed ice, normal ice, and all of these other items. And boats, I need a ridiculous amount of boats, so I'm just going to bring a shulker box of oak logs. So I need to head through this portal, and then I'll quickly clear out a couple of these trees, just to make sure that nothing gets in my way. Because you certainly don't want to get in the way of SP737. Do I sound intimidating? No, I don't think I do. Anyway, I've got my ice, I've got my glass, so let's build a system that basically just dispenses and collects loads and loads of boats. And that's also why I brought all of this wood, so that I can make sure the system is full to the brim. And that is the bottom layer done. You can see how high the machine is going to be. And the portals are going to go all the way to the top as well. So as I build up the redstone, I'll build up these too. And this part of the machine is also done. Which means everything's good with the pig cannon. I am ready to use it to travel far, far away. Now, to begin with, I will remove this portal. Then I can head on through. Next, I'll load up this chest with minecarts. And it's ready. It is well and truly ready to go. Pretty much all I'm missing is a few saddles so I can ride the pig. So I shall fly all the way home so I can make the preparations needed to use the machine and go to the world border. First of all, I need 10 obsidian and flint and steel. Then I need at least 1 saddle, which we have in the junk chest. I've also got some spare ones in my bedroom that are definitely worth bringing. I also think it'd be cool if I brought one of my dogs to the world border, because it's actually possible to do that as well. Buddy, you are the chosen one. You're going to go where very few dogs have ever gone before. And perhaps the most important thing out of all of this is I need to create a way to get back. Because getting stranded out there, hey, it's nice to be joined by you. Anyway, getting stranded out there would be a disaster. And the way to counter that is very, very simple, using a stasis chamber. I'll also need a fishing rod, ender pearls, and a wooden pressure plate. Yep, it's very, very simple indeed. Next, I'm going to fly back to spawn so that Buddy can come with me. And as long as he's in the spawn chunks, if I enter the nether and leave, he will teleport to me no matter where I am in the world. And that's because the spawn chunks are always loaded. Anyway, let's go ahead and build a nether portal right here, which is very, very necessary. And then I'm going to add a pressure plate to a stasis chamber, use my fishing rod, put it into the offhand, throw an ender pearl. I saw this in a Carves video, by the way. And if I reel in the rod, I teleport. Also, why has my dog gone to the nether? Buddy, you're meant to stay at spawn. But anyway, if I do the exact same thing, but instead of reeling it in, go through my nether portal, my fishing rod will still be locked to that pressure plate, and I can safely put it into my inventory without it unlinking. I've also apparently forgotten the shulker box with my obsidian in, so I've had to mine up another 10 pieces, and I can't go back and get the shulker box because it would break my stasis chamber and teleport my dog as well. It's kind of annoying on arrival I'm greeted by a load of hoglins. This is a pig cannon, not a pigling cannon. You guys need to listen. And I need to grab some torches and actually light this platform up a little bit so that they can't spawn anymore. That should do it. I'll chuck the torches back in. Saddles into this chest, and as long as I don't move the fishing rod out of this part of the inventory, everything will be fine with the teleportation. And when using this pig cannon, you do end up taking a lot of fall damage because you go so high and far. So to try and negate that, stop myself from dying 100%, I have got a totem, of course, which is safe, but I'm also gonna grab my chest plate and put it on for extra protection. I'm also gonna go ahead and swap my elytra for a newer pair, just because they're a little bit out of durability, so we'll get all that sorted. Turns out hoglins can spawn at any light level. Yeah, I didn't think that through. Oh, I look good in a chest plate, by the way. And there's nothing more I can do. The machine is set to go 3.75 million blocks out. So I'll eat one final pork chop and then press this note block to use the machine. To begin with, the pig gets picked up by a minecart. The cart gets moved away by this piston bolt to the lazy chunk at the edge of the render distance. And the pig gets left behind, but technically the pig is still in the cart, and because the cart is still in lazy chunks, this allows you to build up loads of momentum for the pig without it needing to be moved. It's actually building momentum up right now, even though it looks like he's completely frozen. And he also gets upwards momentum from the TNT. Here he is, nicely popping out of the ground. I'll put a saddle on him, and when this note block gets pressed, it will destroy the minecart that is over in lazy chunks. Because this little fella has so much momentum built up, he will go flying. So I'm going to sit on top of him. I'm going to right-click the note block. And we are going crazy. Look at it. It's glitching out. What blocks are we at? 1.6 million, 1.8 million, 1.9. We've got over 2 million blocks in a split second. Yes, the speed is crazy, guys. We had to wait 20 minutes for the machine to build the momentum up. And in just a couple of minutes, the pig... Okay, I was about to say the pig has flown far enough. He's sadly dead. And I sadly used a totem. But when we make this portal, it should take us to the world border. Here we go, moment of truth. And we are there. And my dog's there. What are you doing on the other side? Amazing. The world border. You and me, buddy. We have arrived. 29 million blocks away, and I got there super fast with the pig cannon. And there's a desert pyramid. You wait here, buddy. I'm going to check it out. I'll dig on down, and at the bottom, we've got a few golden apples and stuff like that. But, ooh, a nice armor trim as well. So as I said, my plan is to build a house. I'll need some materials for that. And in my ender chest, I'll get another What happened with my ender chest? I'm pretty sure I brought one. Hang on a minute. So I've just checked the footage. And did you see that? I put the ender chest into my ender chest. And I also put my elytra in there. I assumed it would be fine because I thought I'd bring my ender chest. So to be honest, I'm going to make a very basic house. Because I haven't got a totem. And I haven't got any way to get any more of them. The only saving grace is that I can instantly get home with the fishing rod, thankfully. So that at least it's not all doom and gloom. But you know what is doom and gloom? I've just realized... Unless I build a chunk loader out here, my dog is not going to teleport back. Buddy isn't going to teleport back when I do. Which is sad, but obviously I've got a way to get back here quicker now. So it's not the end of the world. But yeah, getting him home in this video, I don't think is possible. And I'm going to build the house right here. Like I say, it's not going to be anything too extravagant. Mainly because I don't have access to my ender chest, so I've lost a lot of possible resources. I'll make some trapdoors, which can be used as windows. And then right here, a little sandstone floor. I think that fits the theme very well. Followed by acacia stairs all the way around the outside. You know what? I don't have many other resources, so we're going to go for a crafting table roof. Don't ask. Kind of just ran out of acacia wood. And hey, you need a crafting table? You can't tell. Oh, wait. The roof is full of them. So, you know, it's kind of useful. It's the worst looking thing I've ever seen. Anyway, let's not worry about that. Let's just get back home. This is your little shelter, buddy. Remember, what are you doing? I don't... Okay, just sit down. Remember, I love you. You love me. And I am now going to put my fishing rod into my hotbar. And as soon as I right-click it, don't look at me with those puppy eyes, alright? See you later. I right-click this, and it will TP me back. Why has that not worked? Are you kidding? Do you know what that means? We're stuck at the world border. No way. Why wouldn't that work? I was just joking, buddy. No. I was never going to leave you. Don't you worry. I can only guess maybe it's because I did save and quit the world and start it up again while I was traveling through the nether because I had to leave my PC and I don't want to leave the world open. So maybe that was it. I don't know. But guys, I have no totem. I have no elytra. I have no ender chests. And I am stranded at the world border without any real way to get back home. Even if I get an ender chest and get my elytra back, flying will take me hours and hours and hours, and I won't be able to get Buddy back. So, yeah, I'm gonna have to think about this one. I thought building a world border cannon was a cool idea. Maybe I was wrong.